Good evening all. In this video we'll see some problems that is based upon Z transform. Before seeing the problems, first we'll see what is meant by Z transform, that is the formula for Z transform. The Z transform of a discrete time sequence x of n is defined as x of z, that is equal to z of x of n, that is equal to summation n equal to minus 2 plus infinity x of n z power minus n. Where x of z is the transformed signal and z represents the transformation, where z is a complex variable. It can be represented in polar form as z is equal to r into e power j omega, where r represents magnitude and omega represents phase angle. This z is a circle in z plane with a radius r. So formula for Z transform is x of z is equal to summation minus 2 plus infinity x of n for z power minus n. That we are going to calculate the Z transform of the following sequence. Sequence given is x of n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Here the first data n corresponds to the time index n equal to 0, followed by n equal to 1, n equal to 2, n equal to 3. Let us see the solution now. First, the formula for Z transform is written. X of z is equal to summation n equal to 0 to infinity x of n z power minus n. Since the given sequence is defined only for positive time index, the range has been defined only for positive values of n equal to 0 to infinity. Now this question, n value ranges from 0 to 3, n equal to 0, n equal to 1, n equal to 2, n equal to 3. So n equal to 0 to 3, the formula is rephrased. So x of 0 z power 0, x of 1 z power minus 1, x of 2 z power minus 2 plus x of 3 z power minus 3. Then we have to substitute the values of x of 0 through x of 3. So the values are written. Z power 0 value is 1. So we get x of z is equal to 1 plus 2 z power minus 1 plus 3 z power minus 2 plus 4 z power minus 3. Thus the Z transform for the given sequence x of n is calculated. Now the second problem what you are going to see now is calculate the Z transform of the sequence x of n is equal to a power n into u of n. Solution for this is as follows. The given signal is a right-sided signal, which means unit step signal is mentioned over here, which exists only for the time duration 0 to infinity. So the formula for Z transform x of z is taken as unilateral transform summation n equal to 0 to infinity x of n z power minus n. Now we will substitute the value of x of n. So instead of x of n we have written a power n into z power minus n. Now taking n common we get a z power minus 1 the whole when we substitute the value of n as 1, 2, 3 we'll get 1 plus z power minus 1 whole power 1, a z power minus 1 whole power 2, a z power minus 1 whole power 3, goes on like this. We have a formula 1 plus x square plus x cube is equal to 1 minus x the whole power minus 1. This is the infinite series summation formula. As per that formula, we can write this as 1 minus x the whole power minus 1, which means our x value is a z power minus 1. So 1 by 1 minus a z power minus 1, or it can also be written as z by z minus a. This is the Z transform of the given sequence a power n into u of n. The region of convergence for this is z more than a, because z minus a should be more than 0, which means z more than a is the region of convergence for this given question. third question what you're going to see now is finding Z transform of the sequence x of n is equal to minus a power n into u of minus n minus 1. This sequence minus n minus 1 exists on both the time index, both positive as well as negative time index this exists. That is, the given signal is a bilateral signal. So the formula for x of z is n equal to minus to plus infinity x of n z power minus n. Now instead of x of n, we will substitute the value minus a power n into u of minus n minus 1. U of minus n minus 1 exists from minus 1 to minus infinity. So we have to change the limit for the summation as minus 1 to infinity a power n z power minus n. Now we can remove this u of minus n term. Now we have to take a z power minus 1 and take n common out of this. Now the limit is from minus 1 to minus infinity. If we want to change the limit from 1 to infinity, we have to reverse the value of n, which means wherever we have n, when we substitute minus n, the limit has to be changed from minus to plus infinity. So this minus can be taken it inside. So I will be getting a power minus 1 z, that is z by a. So what we got is z by a the whole power n. When we substitute n equal to 1, 2, 3, we will get a series z by a plus z by a the whole square, z by a the whole cube. It goes on like this. So when we take z by a common, we will be getting 1 plus z by a plus z by a the whole square plus whole cube like this. So that can be written as 1 minus x the whole power minus 1. So the same thing. So 1 by z minus a. Or it can be also written as minus z by a minus z. When we take minus common and cancel, we will get z by z minus a. The ROC for this sequence is mod z less than a. Now we have calculated the Z transform of the given sequence. Thank you all.